I think sometimes it's kind of convenient. Like, they get they accidentally do something good, and then they're gonna like market that towards that. Like, we made so much extra stuff for this, and now we're just gonna give it to people so for a lower price. Mm-hmm. But it's just because they overproduce stuff, so they have to sell it at a lower price because it's like something they don't really need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also feel like it's become an expectation, like where so many people are doing it. Like, if you're not doing it, then there's something like wrong with your company per se. So like, I don't even know if it's genuine at this point, or it's just like expected as a large multinational company that you need to have a branch of your company giving back to a community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we kind of made our own definition in our class, taking bits and pieces. So we think corporate social responsibility is a business approach that contributes to sustainable development by delivering economic, social, and environmental benefit for all stakeholders. All right, so moving on to the next question. I'm going to show you guys 2 commercials back to back, and then we're just kind of going to discuss them just for a few minutes. And I'll just show you them on my computer, but I'll scoot back so you guys can see them better. I love how the new Macs don't adapt to anything, so.
Imagine how much good one person can do. Now, imagine a business that employs over 90,000 people in the U.S. alone. Imagine a company of that size dedicated to not only doing good business, but good for the world too. We are the Coca-Cola Company. We didn't just teach the world to sing. We are Coca-Cola and so much more. We're an organic tea company, a coconut water company, a premium juice company. We've got drinks for long days, for birthdays, for turning over new leaves. And everything we make relies on the same thing we all do: clean water. It's why for every drop we use, we work to give one back. We're also helping to replenish the Rio Grande in over 100 communities in nearly every corner of the country. Because chances are, we're in that corner too. We believe our business thrives when our communities thrive, which is just one of the reasons we help make college a reality for thousands of students. Today, companies need to lead more than ever. So we're trying to do just that. Thank you for listening. We're listening too.
And then we're going to watch an H&M commercial.
Wear brown shoes after 6. Wear a hat indoors. Wear a short skirt after 40. Wear a short skirt if you're a man. Try too hard. Don't try at all. Dress like a girl. Dress like a man. Dress like a teen. Stand out. Blend in. Mix prints. Mix pink and red. Show your panty line. Go commando. Cover up. Show it all. Be trashy. Be neat. Wear pink. Wear blue. Wear yellow if you're blonde. Wear red if you're a redhead. Wear socks and sandals. Look fake. Look chic. Look chic. Be a princess. Be boring. Take a stand. Be uniform. Be liberated. Be old. Be new. There are no rules in fashion, but one. Recycle your clothes.
Okay. So let's start with the Coca-Cola commercial. What did you guys think of it?
I mean, they honestly got their point across are saying that we work with these businesses, we have these many products on, and we use it to help the environment, especially the water. I think they said they use for it, and they honestly put their message in there clearly that it's not like just a social responsibility, that it's something that they need for their company anyway. So,
Yeah.
One thing that stood out to me was they mentioned like the college education thing, but that seemed really random in my opinion, because the video was about saving like water and giving like making sure we have clean water and replenishing the river, but then they were like, oh, and by the way, we have college education, which was just like, I don't think it belonged.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're trying to grand scheme like every good thing they did. That kind of stood out to me too. But like, I think I got it in a more positive way than like how she saw it. I just think it's like it like kind of diversified their social responsibility a little bit more in like different aspects. So like you expect them to like have to clean the water because they're the ones using it, and then the company's probably like putting out polluted water. So to clean it up makes sense. But like they're also going above and beyond and also giving out scholarships, which is not like a forte they have to do. It's not something like is expected of them. So I think they're doing a little more than they have to.
Yeah.
I'm saying that.
Anybody else have anything on that commercial?
I thought it was really, like, both of the videos were very similar, but I think Coke wasn't as good as getting their point across, and like they wanted to show that you could use Coke at like any situation, whether like you're boxing or at the barber or a firefighter, like hydrating yourself, and then they tried to just kind of like throw in the social responsibility in there. So I felt like they weren't sure whether they wanted it to be a commercial and then force in some social responsibility, or have it be a commercial that was socially responsible that advertise their product. So I thought the message was just kind of confusing about like what was the purpose of that ad. Was it saying Coke is for any occasion, or was it saying like, oh hey, we're responsible? I kind of got like a confused message.
Yeah. So then let's talk about the H&M commercial. What did you think about that?
The H&M definitely seemed forced, because compared to the majority, like again, 98% of the commercial is just like, be whatever you want with your clothes, and yet at the end it's just like, recycle your clothes, and it's just throwing off like, do you want us to like, at the beginning, because it's like, do you want us to buy your clothes because your clothes make us feel this way, or do you want us to like embrace our inner beauty with our clothes? Yet at the end it was just like, recycle them, just recycle them if you're not using them.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like there was really any like social responsibility there, because it's like, hey, give us your clothes and we'll use them, and it's like, that's great, but also like, how does that help anyone but H&M? And it didn't really come across that it was like anything but an H&M ad.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was forced? Because at the end they try to put like recycled clothes. Did you feel like it was kind of forced in there?
I don't know if it was like forced so much as it just like wasn't really even there. Like it was like little like tiny text in the last like 5 seconds of the ad. So it's kind of like...
I mean, compared to the Coca-Cola commercial, I feel like instead of just like leaving it as a text, they should at least like say it, because many people really don't like read the text. They just get the general message of it, but if they just said what their intended purpose was, then maybe.
Did it seem genuine? That they like genuinely want you to recycle your clothes for?
I feel like it was just really poorly executed. Like they try to get everyone to like, they try to include everybody. So they're like, oh, be this. It's okay to be like. They insinuated it's okay to be gay. It's okay to be like this and this. But it didn't really like. After they said that, I didn't know where the commercial was going. I was like, is it supposed to be like kind of like a equal rights kind of thing? Like everyone's the same, like equality. And then in the end, it was like recycled though. So. Kind of came out like left field.
Yeah, I think they definitely could have emphasized recycling earlier on, especially like because most people don't finish videos that are longer than 30 seconds, and most people don't even finish those. So like, you would have to actually sit and watch that entire commercial to see that there was any corporate social responsibility. Like,
So if I was like watching YouTube or something, like you said, like I would skip the ad
that
before, and I would have like the whole time I was like, man, H&M is trying to be really like socially equality throughout everything, and that's what I would be originally thinking. I would never have guessed like did you see the end of that? It's all about recycling. Like no, it's not. Like no way, that's about recycling.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about when big companies spend millions of dollars to create these really well done, some of them really well done commercials, to get their point across that they do all this charity work and giving back, but they could just donate the millions or however